take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The short hands, it's Lane. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a gap, it's Sanders. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Trojans have their offense in high gear. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Now on 2nd down. He's got it again. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Give the guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that. Dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
And the Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lane. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, USC!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Iowa's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Now, the Hawkeyes have a whole new backfield without Caleb Johnson, who turned in one of the most prolific rushing seasons in Iowa football history. School record 21 touchdowns. He was this offense a year ago, David.
He was, and if you're an Iowa fan, man, Reese, we've been just clamoring for years. Just give me some offense, like some form of a passing attack. Another new system. Tim Lester comes in as the OC. Interested to see if they can air it out. They can be more fun to watch. Can score more points.
Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Gill. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. Touchdown, Hawkeye! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Sets up the screen. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Hands it off on the counter. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll go to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Wants to go up top. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got the first down, looking for more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Right midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Mayava. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lemon. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, pal.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead is still full. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pulls it in, it's Lane. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air. It's Mayava. Gets it out quickly. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Lane. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Sanders. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. And the Trojans are threatening in the red zone. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Gets it out fast. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He's got it on the move. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And this guy continues to pour on the stats. That's why he's in the Heisman picture, right? Had over 100 receiving yards last week. He's off to a great start today. Defense is...
Sneaks into the end zone.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And they did tack on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense. A big part of why you're losing the game right now.
Makes the grab on the left side. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. They're working that left side. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got it on the run. That should be the final play of the first half. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't find a man. He just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fair catch called for and made. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Wants to throw. It's Mayava. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to sling it on second down. Got a man. It's Lane. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Trojans look to keep this drive humming. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Straka. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Trojans. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll try the run. There he goes. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Takes a hit as he fires. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Trojans decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the returner will be brought down. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Reads it, fires complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Mayava. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wants to keep it in the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. The Trojans are flying down the field.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll leave it with him. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Trying to surge it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. On the ground, it's Sanders. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They go to the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bring in the heat. Quickly complete. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. From the gun, give on the inside.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. On the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one.